20. In this video, wired in a volt amp meter right directly from the battery before it hits the dual controllers. My goal today is go out, test this bike in single motor versus dual motor, doing the same test both, and then get a total power usage for both. That way you can compare the energy draw when you're running, you know, either full power or half power, cruising speeds versus takeoff. Every time, the reason I did this test is every time I was looking up when I was building the dual motors, kept getting results coming back saying, you know, dual motors, you're going to reduce your range. You need twice the power on your battery, which some of it's true, but when it comes to range, the goal of this test today is to prove that if you're just cruising speeds, you're not going to be drawing twice the power you would if you were running on one single motor. So here's the digital meter I hooked up. I just made a little temporary bracket to hold it. The camera, the way it's filming, it's going to show it flickering, but it's not really actually flickering. There's the power. I'm plugged right into my charging port right here. That's what's giving the voltage to the display. And then here is the CT donut. As you see earlier in the videos, I just wired this little connector in to connect the battery to the bike. And this is the main going down to where it then splits to both controllers. So right here is the main power feeding the bike. So that's where we're taking our amp reading from. All right, in the first test, I'm gonna get on the road here. I'm gonna have everything in power 5, both motors. Let me turn the camera right about there. So yeah, in the first test, both motors are set at 5, power level 5. And I'll do hard acceleration up to 20 miles an hour. And we'll see what the amp is drawing, amp meter. All right, let's try it out. Wait till this car passes. All right, so I'll do it from a start. All right, we're clear. All right, we'll wait for that speedometer. Hold on. All right, here's a 0 to 20, and we'll see what the voltage goes to. Right now we're sitting at 57.8, 0 amps. So, all right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. So now we're just doing the rear wheel. You can see this is set 0, that's the front wheel. Back wheel is set on power 5. So we're gonna do up to 20 miles an hour. We'll see where we're at. On 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go back in power 5, and then I'm just going to get up to about 15 miles an hour using throttle and just try to hold it for a little while, and we'll see what we're drawing. And I'm not even going to take off hard. I'm going to take off steady, like as if I was just cruising. So when I'm doing the rear wheel, do the same thing, taking off the same way that I can kind of match the takeoff speeds, because we know in dual motor, if you're punching it to take off, it's going to draw more power because you're accelerating twice as fast too. So, all right, let's give this a shot. So I'm gonna get up to about 15 miles an hour. I'll cruise for a little bit. Let's see, about 13 miles an hour. I'm gonna use the rear wheel speedometer for a gauge. All right, I'm gonna try to hold it here. So we're drawing 6.8 amps at 56.5 volts. gonna stop right around this bend and I'll go back and do the same exact test. That way we know all the trains and the wind conditions, everything's the same. Okay, so here's gonna be the rear motor. I have the same starting point that I used last time. And I'm gonna go up to the bridge. Just try to get up and cruise at about 15 miles an hour. All right, so we're gonna go on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's the bridge there. I'm gonna turn around. It's getting a little too crowded here. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's holding, it was around 5.8, 6.9, 5.9. I'll do this for a little bit. And I'm not gonna go full throttle, I'm gonna go about half throttle. I just wanna see what it would take to cruise up this hill at about 10 miles an hour. So let's get started. Oop. 10. Holding 10 right there. All right, so I hit 13 amps. So we're gonna go up, hit about 10 miles an hour. Rear wheel only. I got 1 mile an hour faster. Okay, this is front wheel only, same test. Uphill, try to hold 10 miles an hour. All right, here we go. The last test I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a top speed because this only tops out about 1 mile an hour faster on dual motor. Dual motor now. All right, so let's hit a top speed. Should hit about 29 or 30 miles an hour. Do it rear wheel only. And then I'm gonna call it a wrap for today. It's getting a little chilly out here today. All right, full throttle.